Today we're taking a look at the 1x1 paper thin 35 mile indoor antenna. Now I've already been playing around with this for a little while. Wanted to do an unboxing of another one I picked up, kind of show you what comes with it, give you an idea of how it worked for me, and I'll just kind of talk about it in general right now. Now 1x1 is, it had a pretty good reputation in antennas. This is definitely a lower end model, very cheap compared to other antennas of this price range and quality, but I was pleasantly surprised with its performance, and I'll get into that right now. First of all, you get the antenna. I'll show that in a second. You got a little manual here that kind of shows you how to set it up. Super simple, easy to understand instructions. Really not a lot to say about it. Very, very easy to use. Let's unbox this real quick, or unbag it, I guess we should say. Show you what it comes with. Now, this one uses like a Velcro, or it's not really Velcro, it's just a sticky tape, 3M little sticky tape. If you want to hang this on the wall, you can use one of these. It comes with this plastic. You can take the plastic off. There we go. This one doesn't want to come. It's not cooperating today. There you go. So this is what it looks like. A matte black finish on it. Black on both sides. It's really not a lot to say about the look of it. Now the cable is a good eyeball on this 7-8 feet cable right here, which is nice. The downside here is it's permanently connected to the antenna. So if you decide you wanted a white cable, if white would have worked better to hide it against your white walls, you're kind of out of luck with this. As far as pricing and everything for this, I hate to give any pricing right here in the video. The reason I do that is because it changes all the time. What I will do is in the show notes put a link to this product on Amazon. If you are watching this, YouTube often puts video or products they think is what I'm reviewing directly below the video. Now ignore that because it's often incorrect. It will show you the wrong product. Look in the show notes for a link to Amazon to see what this, which product this is. Past this, there's really not a lot to say about it. Once you peel off that protective film, which is for some reason extremely hard to get off today, this is it. This is everything that comes with it. There's no amplifier with this. This is a basic 35 mile antenna. If you added the amplifier, that would make this the 50 mile version. The only real difference that I can see in my testing between the 50 and the 30 mile is the 50 comes with the amplifier. This one does not. As far as performance, when comparing it to other 35 mile antennas, it does an okay job. For the price, it's very good for the price. If you live in an area with extremely strong over-the-air TV signals, where you're not struggling to pick up locals, this is actually a decent option. If you're looking for something cheap, it's definitely not as good of an antenna as the more expensive higher end models. The 50, the 65 mile antennas definitely do a better job picking up things. The build quality on this isn't bad. I wish it had the ability here to disconnect the cable, allow me to put a white cable. You can buy a cable adapter here, which is a female to female end, so you can put another cable on here to extend it if you want. You can buy amplifiers separate or use an amplifier you have already. But for the price, it's not bad. It's just not as good as some of the slightly more expensive ones I've tested. So one thumb up out to does seem to perform comparable to other similarly priced 35 mile antennas. The build quality seems to be good. It's not very flexible. This is very stiff. So I know some people like to wrap their flat antennas around something to whatever you're doing. This isn't it. This is made to lay like this, up against a wall, lay flat on a countertop, however you want to do it, but this isn't flexible. So 1 out of 2 thumbs up. It works. If you live in an area with very strong over-the-air TV, this is definitely something you're going to want to look at. If you live in an area where slightly weaker over-the-air TV signals, you're definitely going to want something stronger than this particular antenna. So questions, comments, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. But I wanted to show this off after I've had a chance to play with it for a while. Have another identical one of these, maybe doing a giveaway soon. Keep an eye on the site. But we're always asked about antennas. Is the mileage accurate. And it's one of the things I really want to quickly address at the end of this. 35 miles is just kind of gives you an idea of, under perfect circumstances, this will pick up towers 35 miles away. Now, you may have objects between you. There may be buildings, other transmitter towers blocking out the signal, hills, trees, all kinds of stuff, where in theory, if you're sitting at 34 miles, you say, oh, this should pick it up. But there's so many things between you and that's absorbing that signal, it may not be perfect. But there is truth that a 65-mile antenna typically will do better reception than a 35-mile antenna. Even if it doesn't necessarily always get you that 60 miles, because, for example, when I first got the cord, I lived in a valley, 60 plus miles from the nearest transmitter. Because I was still within the 65, you'd think it would work, but it didn't, because I was in a valley behind a bunch of stone cliffs that was blocking the signal. So just keep that in mind, that should give you an idea of the performance compared to other antennas, but isn't a hard set in stone rule. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I get a lot of questions on that. But hey, I'll put a link to this down in the show notes. Check back for more reviews, news, tips, tricks, how-to guides. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it.